yellow light flickered again between the trees. Cinderella stopped, her breath shallow, her hands resting on her knees as she tried to steady herself. Her feet ached with every step she had taken since morning. Her mouth felt dry, and her stomach tightened painfully with hunger. "I don't know how much farther I can go," she whispered. The dog slowed beside her, watching her closely. His tail lowered slightly, as if he understood her weakness. Ahead, the light glowed softly, steady now, no longer flickering like before. Cinderella lifted her head. "It's still there," she said quietly. "It didn't disappear." Gathering what little strength she had left, she moved toward it. Each step felt heavier than the last, but the thought of rest pulled her forward. As she drew closer, the trees began to part. Thick roots curved into the ground, and moss-covered stones lined a narrow clearing. In the center stood a small wooden hut, old but sturdy, tucked safely between the trees. A lantern hung near the door, glowing warmly. "A house," Cinderella breathed. "Someone lives here." She hesitated. Her heart remembered how easily trust had led her astray before. But the dog stepped forward, sniffed the ground, then looked back at her calmly. Cinderella took a breath and knocked gently. The door opened slowly. An old man stood there, leaning on a simple walking stick. His hair was white, his face lined with age, but his eyes were calm and kind, like someone who had seen many travelers pass through the forest. "You look very tired, child," he said softly. "Please, come inside." Cinderella nodded and stepped in. The hut was small but warm. A low fire crackled gently, filling the room with soft light. A wooden table stood near the hearth, and the scent of herbs drifted through the air. The old man poured water into a cup and handed it to her. Cinderella drank slowly, relief washing over her with every sip. Then he placed a small piece of bread into her hands. "Eat," he said gently. "The forest takes more than people expect." "Thank you," Cinderella said, her voice trembling slightly. "I thought I might fall." The old man sat across from her as she ate. The dog curled near the fire, resting quietly. When she felt stronger, Cinderella began to speak. She told him about the palace, the prince, her peaceful life before the journey, and the old woman who had asked for help. She explained how the path had twisted, how the forest had changed, and how she had become lost. The old man listened without interrupting. When she finished, he nodded slowly. "This forest," he said, "does not punish kindness, but it does test it." Cinderella looked at him, worry in her eyes. "Can I leave this place?" "Yes," he replied, "but only if you are willing to choose carefully." He explained that the forest would soon present her with challenges, not of strength, but of judgment. "You will be shown paths," he said. "Some will look safe, some will not. The forest will watch which one you choose." Cinderella swallowed and nodded. That night, she slept near the fire. The warmth wrapped around her, and for the first time since leaving the palace, her dreams were calm. The dog stayed close, guarding her quietly. Far away, beneath the tall trees, the prince had not rested. His steps slowed, his shoulders heavy with exhaustion, but his eyes never stopped searching. The guards followed behind him, torches burning low. Suddenly, the prince stopped. Tied to a broken branch was a pale pink ribbon, frayed at the edges. Her ribbon. "She was here," he said firmly, holding it carefully. "Not long ago." The guards watched as he followed faint marks on the ground, leading deeper into the forest. Morning came quietly. Sunlight filtered through the branches as Cinderella stepped outside the hut. The air felt cooler, clearer. The old man stood beside her and pointed ahead. Two paths stretched before her. One was bright and open, touched by sunlight. The other was narrow and shadowed. Cinderella remembered the old man's words. After a moment, she stepped onto the darker path. The forest grew still. A woman appeared ahead, wrapped in a different cloak, her face gentle and her voice warm. "You have chosen bravely," the woman said, "but the test must be finished this way." Cinderella trusted her. The woman pointed toward another turn. Cinderella followed. Moments later, the woman vanished. The forest thickened. Cinderella realized too late she had been misled. Elsewhere, the prince reached the hut. The old man told him everything. Prince's heart raced. He hurried forward, certain he was close. But ahead, two paths appeared. Footprints led down one. He followed them. The forest ended. Behind him, the trees disappeared. "Cinderella," he whispered. Deep in the forest, Cinderella stood alone again, and the forest shifted once more.